50th anniversary of Godzilla franchise star kaiju, Gigan, has led to multiple projects being made about the monster, both by fans and Toho, the original creators of Godzilla. We have the official Godzilla vs. Gigan short film Gigan Attacks coming out, which I want to note that in my coverage video that I made on that trailer, I called the Godzilla design new, but it's actually the Final Wars Goji design, more specifically the Final Wars Goji stunt suit, so that explains why it looks a little different than a lot of the shots from the whole Final Wars full movie. On top of that short film, we have the Gemstone short animation, Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex. Both of these are dropping this November 3rd to celebrate Gigan's rich history. Speaking of Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex though, we have a new clear look at both this Godzilla design as well as the new mysterious red Gigan design through the means of these released collectible figures. We're going to compare these new designs to those of the past and see if we can find any clues about this interesting half Toho half fan made animation. Stomp the subscribe button to stay up to date on all the new Godzilla vs. Gigan content, and let's get to it. Alright, so let's start with the obvious, the big old G-Man. So there's not much to describe here with this Godzilla. At the end of the day, Godzilla is Godzilla. He doesn't change all that much. This design certainly has qualities of the classic G-Men from the past. You can see a lot of Shin Godzilla in its stature and movement, being very upright and rigid. And you can see how it resembles the Godzilla who cameoed in the Shinkalian anime a few years back. I probably butchered how that's pronounced, sorry. It also has a little bit of that original Gemstone Goji design to it, who we saw teased in the past. But overall, this is a nice take on the Toho style of Godzilla, and I'm excited to see more. Now let's talk about Gigan, or the Gigans. First off, there are at least two versions of Gigan we will be seeing in this short film. The more standard greenish-blue variant, which is no doubt their take on the traditional Gigan design. Outside of the plasticky smooth body of this Gigan design, much of the old-school look comes through. When you put them side by side, you can see that they were trying to pay tribute to the old classic look. But I really don't know where that beer belly came from though. In the trailer, we also got to see what we assume is the Gigan Rex, aka the Gigan King, which is this wild-looking red one. The figure reveal gives us an up-close and personal look at this new enemy of Godzilla, and it's a bit whack. Of course, the red coloration is something new to Gigan, and this is no doubt intended to show that this Gigan stands out from the others and means business. The red one maintains much of the same body shape as the green Gigans, and still has that shiny sheen to him, which makes me think if there is like a lore-based reason for that smooth look in the story, or if it's just like an ease of effort thing for the production. I know a lot of people have been kind of turned off by that weird plasticky look, and I could see why. I know there's a lot of other side projects with Gigan in the works right now that have kind of nicer looking, more detailed versions of the monster, so I'm kind of thinking there's a reason why they have that kind of Play-Doh-y effect. We'll have to just wait till next week to see the actual story. But the red one's body does have more ridges and grooves that make it seem more armored and more warrior-like in appearance than the others. The belly blades are gone, which probably means this Gigan doesn't need them and has some other badass weapon up its sleeves. Possibly something extra coming from his arm blades, which are gold, which is kind of new to Gigan. Maybe it can conduct electricity or some other wild kaiju powers with its arms to be used against Godzilla. One thing that the figure doesn't really get across though, is that if you look real close in the trailer for the short film, it looks like this red Gigan is way bigger than the other Gigans and Godzilla. In the green Gigan shots, they kind of look like they're right around the height of the buildings in the city, but when you see the red Gigan rear up, the tower is maybe like 5 times taller than the tallest buildings in this area. Perhaps this is some weird trick of the eye, or maybe it's an area with shorter buildings, but we can't be for sure. So Alistair's going to be making a theory video on who and what this red Gigan is. We think it's the Gigan Rex. That video is going to come out very soon on the channel, so stay tuned and hit the bell to make sure you are notified when that comes out. If you're still here at the beginning of the video, you probably seen the Titanic Creations plug that we had there. Now if you want to get in on the raffle, we have to get 200 Titanic Creations figures sold. So go down to the link below and take advantage of the deals they got going on over there. Buy yourself a figure or someone you know, and you'll get your name thrown in the pot to win the SH Monster Arts Godzilla and Kong. Almost a $200 reward, guys, so don't miss out. As always, residents, I hope you like this news update video. We got a lot of big things coming out over the next couple of weeks in the world of Godzilla and Gigan, so stay tuned, everyone. It's going to be exciting, and hopefully it'll hold us over until we get something more about the Monsterverse. As always, everyone, this has been Jacob, and I will see you in the next one.